Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the second part of the video entitled Turkey, Effect of COVID-19 Outbreak on Maritime Law. 3. Port staff and seafarers measures on COVID-19. The term seafarer describes all officers, assistant, officers, trainees, assistant and auxiliary service personnel working on the vessel. On the other hand, port staff describe who have been assigned for the administrative affairs, especially for loading, unloading, and information processing of the vessel operating domestically and or overseas. These persons are in the high risk group of exposing themselves of COVID-19, and it's much more likely for them to infect the others. That is why some administrative and legal regulations are also brought for this personnel as summarized below. Supply of respiratory masks, disinfectant gels, safety glasses, protective overalls, nitrile gloves to the seafarers and port staff for their personal cleaning and hygiene, informing the seafarers and the port staff of the outbreak of COVID-19, how to protect themselves from being contaminated, and the measures to be taken to prevent the outbreak and or its increase. The master and or the health officers on board shall measure the daily fever of each personnel and shall keep this data on the relevant list every single day. The seafarers are expected to take the below actions to prevent the outbreak of COVID-19. Not to work on board a vessel while having symptoms of fever or respiratory disease. To keep 180 cm distance when interacting with sick person, and to wear protective respirator before interacting with any other person. To minimize as much possible any contact with others. To wash hands as frequently as possible. If not possible, to use a hand disinfectant containing 60% until 95% alcohol, and then covering mouth and nose in case of sneezing and coughing. Avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Number of the seafarers and port staff shall be minimized as much as possible to minimize the risk of spread. After the expiry of the 14 days of quarantine period for the vessel, a further days period of quarantine might be ordered on the seafarers of the vessel after the necessary health checks decided according to the result of the health check. Mandatory health check shall be made for Turkish seafarer signing off the vessel. If the seafarer has symptoms of COVID-19, he shall be hospitalized in accordance with COVID-19 guide. Seafarers not having any symptoms of COVID-19 shall, before being permitted to leave the vessel, sign the information, consent, and home monitoring form on COVID-19. The seafarers that sign the consent form will be monitored by the City Health Directorate during the 14 days quarantine period. For the port staff aboard, even imminent return is not possible, an extension shall be granted to their work permits for 3 months. If an imminent return is possible, a quarantine period of 14 days after the entry of the country under the monitoring of the City Health Directorate is mandatory, and these 14 days can be considered as an administrative leave for the corresponding working days. The port staff in the country that are over the age 60, pregnant women, breastfeeding, disabled and other members of the disadvantaged group determined by the Ministry of Health to be deemed in administrative leave. Those with immune problems, cancer patients, chronic respiratory patients, obesity and diabetes, cardiovascular disease, organ transplant, chronic patients. Besides the above mentioned regulation, Turkey's trade pilot require all personnel and crew to put on masks before the pilot embarking on the vessel. The deck officers are also required to put on masks when transiting through the Istanbul Straits. As of 24 March 2020, any new applications for seafarer certificates will not be accepted and all exams to be scheduled at a later stage. Advisory but not mandatory measures are also foreseen by the competent national and international authorities. Such advisory measures can also be summarized as follows: encouragement of the use of possible plastic to be disposed in washable bins, isolations of COVID-19 patients in airtight room having the ideal room temperature, as the syndrome of COVID-19 is not definitive and can be mistaken with other disease. A person suspecting of being infected can first consider taking an influenza test. 4. Possible further measures to be taken. In case of further spread of the COVID-19 outbreak, in addition to the above side mentioned measures, further precautionary measures might also be taken. Some example of the further measures that might be taken can summarize as follows. In the light of the relevant competent national and international authorities' advices, having enough quantity of hand and surface disinfectant containing enough percentage of alcohol, having on board sufficient quantity of PPE, including face mask, NIOSH certificate, disposable and 95 filtering face respirators, eye protection such as goggles or disposable face shield that cover the front and sides of the face, and disposable medical clothes and gowns, having on board sufficient quantity medical supplies to meet day-to-day needs, have contingency plans for rapid resupply during outbreaks, having on board sufficient quantity sterile viral transport media and sterile swabs to collect nasopharyngeal and nasal specimen if COVID-19 infection is suspected. More frequency is in cleaning and disinfectant of the vessel, commonly touched surfaces such as handrails, countertops, and doorknobs. 5. Prohibited countries. As of 24 March 2020, the list of the prohibited countries is as follows: People, Republic of China, Iran, Iraq, Italy, South Korea, Germany, France, Spain, Norway, Denmark, Belgium, Austria, Sweden, the Netherlands, United Kingdom, Switzerland, Egypt, Ireland, United Emirates, Azerbaijan, Saudi Arabia, Greece, Bulgaria, Morocco, Lebanon, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Oman, Slovenia, Moldova, Djibouti, Ecuador, Canada, India, Hungary, Guatemala, Kenya, Poland, Sudan, Chad, Philippines, Latvia, Taiwan, Peru, Sri Lanka, Niger, Tunisia, Algeria, Ivory Coast, Finland, Angola, Czech Republic, Dominican, Cameroon, Montenegro, Colombia, North Macedonia, Mauritania, Nepal, Portugal, and Panama. So this is the end of the article. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye bye.